can you tell us about yourself? Can you tell us, like, what do you do?
I'm tech support. I basically go in, I set up all the equipment so that we're ready to start rolling. And then I just keep an eye on the cameras, make sure everything's functioning properly. If they need any batteries, something like that. You know, don't do much of the actual investigating itself. Not as much as the others.
Sure. But since you're kind of in the background and you might have to run into a haunted location to change a battery out, does that scare you?
Not really. I mean, I've kind of dealt with it my entire life. I've always been open to it. I've always seen them.
So you've had experiences with ghosts in the past?
Yes.
Okay.
For as long as I can remember.
Well, how about, can you impart upon us your most vivid memory of a interaction with a spirit?
Most vivid? Well, that actually came when I was down in the basement of my parents' restaurant, actually.
Let's not say the name of it, just for sake of business purposes.
Absolutely. But I was down in the basement. I was grabbing something that we needed. As I was heading out, I had something fly across the room at me. When I turned around, all I really saw was a woman. Old-fashioned dress, and she was just staring at me. I don't know how else to describe it, except she had very cold eyes. And I was frozen.
Did she interact with you?
She didn't interact, she just stared at me. And I couldn't even move my body for about 5 seconds. It was like she was holding me there. And
maybe you're just frozen in time, because that fear kind of said, hey, you know what? It's time for me to either run or freeze. And I said, you know what? I'm going to freeze.
Yeah, that could be it.
Okay. But so that sounds like quite an experience. I haven't seen an older lady with some creepy eyes myself, but it's interesting though. During investigating, have you had any experience similar to that?
Not during investigating.
Okay.
It's usually been very mild. You know, most of the hard experiences I've dealt with have always been on my own, out there. Haven't had the backup of the team.
Right. So, obviously, when you're together, you feel pretty safe with the whole team, right?
Yeah.
And at times it can be rough, especially when spirit tries to come say hello.
Yeah. It's always nice knowing how the team has my back, though.
That's good. We were in the cemetery earlier. Did you feel like a spirit came to say hello for a little bit?
I did. I think it was when me and Crush were up investigating. We're basically looking around first. And
as part of tech support, you were kind of helping evaluate the location to see the best locations to set up for cameras?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as we were out there, he had felt the familiar presence that he had felt at the gate. And yeah, when I felt it, it was more like ice water all of a sudden starting on my chest and spreading through the rest of my body. And I became a different person at that point. It took me a while to realize what had happened.
Took a little while to kind of regather yourself?
Yep.
Well, that's good. As tech support, you were all done. And so it gave you plenty of time to re-engage. And I'm sorry, I'm going to come down to your level because it's a little chilly out here and I tend to be shaking. So it allowed you to re-engage and help us out to kind of do some things on the way out. This kind of removed you from the location, and now we're shooting at a different location just for safety's sakes, just to make sure nothing else tries to come say hello to you. Oh boy, I'm shaking. I must be chillier than I thought. Hopefully it doesn't show too much in the camera. Well, you told us about some experiences, and you told us, the length of time, and can you tell us a little bit about why you think you'd be a good fit to be on TV with the team?
Well, I've always been pretty good at gauging any kind of spirit's mood.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like what they feel, I feel. If they're mad, I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily I show it, but I get the feeling off of them.
Okay, so
And
when you go into a location for tech support, you might run into something that forewarns the rest of the team. Hey, there's something that seems like it might be a little bit angry.
yeah.
Okay.
And so I can give them the heads up, and they know to be on guard for it.
Okay, that's good.